Blumhouse's newest monster movie, Wolfman, has finally passed a global box office milestone. The latest horror remake by Lee Wannell follows a family attacked by an unseen but dangerous creature. While seeking refuge in a farmhouse, the family's patriarch, Blake Christopher Abbott, behaves strangely, which puts his wife and daughter in jeopardy. Despite being a remake of the original Universal Monsters movie, Wolfman debuted with a grim $10 million on its opening weekend against a budget of $25 million. According to the numbers, Wolfman squeezed $32 million at the worldwide box office after less than a week in theaters. This total comprises $20 million from the domestic territories, while the remaining $12 million is from international markets. Is Wolfman a box office success? Unfortunately, this box office milestone is not enough to hit profit. The latest milestone means that Wolfman has just surpassed the budget but is nowhere near the profitable margins to be deemed a success. That's because movies typically need to make at least twice the budget to be considered profitable. Unfortunately, Wolfman is still far behind its goal, and it's unlikely to become a box office success at this rate. Reviews for Wolfman were fairly mixed due to the unoriginal horror tropes, underdevelopment characters, and slow pacing. Many also agree that the remake is a downgrade of the original 1941 monster movie, particularly lacking the potential and scare factor. This response seems mutual between critics and audiences, as the movie currently holds a 51% tomato meter and a 57% popcorn meter on Rotten Tomatoes. Even worse, Wolfman received a C score on CinemaScore. Therefore, it's likely that the lack of audience interest and poor reviews led to the movie's shortcomings. This is evident right from the movie's release week when it debuted at the number 3 spot behind Mufasa and Keke Palmer's One of Them Days. The comedy movie, in contrast, performed exceptionally well during the same weekend, gathering $11.8 million against a $14 million budget. Our take on the box office milestone. This milestone is just about it for Wolfman. Julia Garner and Christopher Abbott from Wolfman facing one another in front of Red Money custom image by Brennan Klein. Unfortunately, there is not much steam left for Wolfman. The movie has already fallen out of the top 10 box office charts, and new releases are starting to pick up, especially with Captain America: Brave New World coming out next week. Even then, the Blumhouse movie will face heavy competition this week, as Heart Eyes will be the newest horror movie. Unlike Wolfman, Heart Eyes has been getting positive reviews, which will likely appeal to its horror audience. While this means the end of the road for Wolfman, there is still hope that the movie could find some success once it hits streaming. However, this still isn't the greatest start for Blumhouse in 2025.